Hey everyone, we are here at the New Waverly here in beautiful downtown Bangor, Maine. I'm here with Will Davis, our online editor, Mario Moretto, our Elvis reporter. My name is Emily Burnham with the Living Section, and this is Chad Lothian from our blog, If My Coaster Could Talk. And today we are going to taste test coffee brandies.
One of the reasons that we're here today is because another one of our reporters, Bill Trotter, writes pretty much annually on the top-selling liquors in Maine. And Allen's takes the cake every year for the last 20 years, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that. Mainers love Allen's coffee-flavored brandy. I think it makes up 5 of the top 10 liquors in the different bottle sizes. So we're trying out other brands to see how they compare and maybe see whether we even like one better than Allen's. So
Hard to beat.
Hard to beat.
Hard to beat.
What we have here today is we have sort of the standard, which is Allen's Coffee Brandy.
Classic.
We've got sort of a high-end one, which is Kahlua, which isn't actually coffee brandy, but it is coffee liqueur. We've got Kimora over there. And then this is sort of the one that's giving Allen's a run for its money in terms of sales, which is Mr. Boston. And this is a lot cheaper, and it's also a lot higher proof. It's 35% alcohol by volume. And this coffee brandy is only 30% alcohol by volume.
Bang for your buck right there. Yeah, yeah. All right, you want to give it a shot? Let's do this.
Let's do these real quick.
Let's do Kimora first.
More, all right.
Oh, I'll wear a hat. Hell yeah. It doesn't really fit on my head. You got a little head. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay, let's do Kimora first.
All right.
All right. So this is Kimora. This is the first one. Here you go. You can take the whole shot if you want, but it's it's still light out. So
Now, I don't know about the rest of you, but I've never actually heard of Kimora before we did this.
I had never heard of Mr. Boston before this, but I've
Really?
seen this. They have this in Hannaford and stuff like that, liquor stores or whatever. So
All right.
let's give it a hold on. Let's get the.
It
got
smells
a-
like coffee-flavored brandy.
It smells like coffee flavored brandy. It's got a heavy booze note to
Yeah.
it. What do you? So Chad, you're the tasting guy. What does your nose pick up on?
It's a little sweet. Got some caramel in there. It's not really strong in the coffee flavor. The alcohol's there. Smells all right.
The alcohol's going to be there.
The alcohol
I
is
think.
definitely there. All right,
All right.
bottoms up.
Bottoms up, Bangor.
It's very sweet. It definitely goes down easy.
It's almost
you know?
syrupy.
Yeah, it's almost kind of
It doesn't taste very. There's not a lot of alcohol. I don't know what the
percentage on Kimora is.
yeah. Let's see. Oh, here we go. 20. It's only 20% alcohol.
Ah, so
by
yeah,
volume.
there you go.
it's pretty light.
It's yeah.
You practically feed that to the children, but don't feed that
Don't
to the
do
children.
that. Yeah,
That's your daytime coffee brand.
Yeah, this is your day drinker. This is the morning. Maybe,
Your aperitif.
All right.
Pretty sweet.
Let's move on. So, okay, you want to do Allen's next?
Yeah.
All right, this is the classic. This is Allen's coffee brandy right here. We got the big shots for this one.
You can tell it at the wave that they love Allen's because they gave us bigger shot glasses.
Yeah, they were like,
for
no, this
Allen's.
is the one right here. That's the one right here. It is the
Champagne of
champagne of
Maine.
Maine. Exactly, exactly. All right, let's get a taste before we do it, or a sniff, whatever. This one
Whoa.
smells more coffee-like. It's
Yeah.
got that
Yeah.
kind of like bitterness
Yeah,
to
it's
it.
got a
you
black
know?
coffee, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's definitely the darkest at the table
Yeah,
by
definitely.
look.
All right, let's try this.
oh,
See, it's much more coffee
wow.
flavored
Not
than
nearly as sweet.
not
all-
nearly as sweet as Kimora. Much more coffee. Like
Yep.
it actually tastes like coffee.
It's
you
also
know?
noticeably boozier.
yes,
Yeah,
that's
definitely
also
hotter.
true.
The
Yeah,
Kimora is very easy to drink by itself. This stuff, I think, I would want this with milk.
I would want it with milk too. Milk or
Yeah.
if
That
you're feeling
one-
real crazy, half and half.
That one's
Coffee brandy for a reason.
that one's a little sweeter, more caramel candy like. This is a little sugary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little. Yeah.
Not as complex of a flavor, actually, I would
Mm-hmm.
say, as the Kimora. A little more just, let's drink
Yeah,
some coffee brandy.
it tastes like for coffee. Like it tastes like maybe like a gas station coffee or like you know what I mean? Like it doesn't. It's not like Starbucks. It's like it's 2 a.m. and you're on the road and you stopped at Irving for a coffee. That's the kind of coffee
Yeah.
that I taste here, which is not that bad really.
It's just a tiny bit more bitter than the Kimora, which I think is more true to coffee.
Yeah.
I mean, coffee unadulterated can be a little bit bitter.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to the next one. Let's put this over here. All right, so next up we have, of course, the fancy, the high end, the Kahlua right here, which again, not technically a brandy, as I've learned today, but this is the stuff that, you know, on payday, this is what you get. So.
Kahlua is kind of the doppelganger. Chad was actually teaching us yesterday that Kahlua is technically rum, while the rest of these are actually coffee-flavored brandies. They're distilled wine.
Distilled wine with coffee flavoring.
With
right.
coffee flavoring.
Yeah.
This is rum.
This is rum. All right.
It doesn't smell nearly as strong as any of the others.
I don't get as much coffee. I get more alcohol.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got a little coffee flavor to it, but it's very sweet.
Yeah.
They're all sweet.
Yeah.
Let's be fair.
This
And
one's very syrupy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a White Russian, you know, is this with vodka and milk. So
Yeah.
it's sort of like a White Russian is like the fancy cousin of Allen's milk, you know, like I
It's
like
Alan's-
it though.
It's
I like
Alan's urban
Kahlua.
cousin.
Yeah. This is okay. I've never had this before, so let's give it a shot.
Is this all of our first times?
Yeah, have you
think
ever
so.
had this?
Yes, I have.
Ah, Chad!
Oh.
Wow, that does have a bite. That definitely tastes like that's like a shot of alcohol.
Yeah.
Big
that's-
time.
Yeah,
I was
that's-
about to say something that would have to be stricken from the record. I was like,
Wow.
the most coffee flavored, I think, is Allen's. I really do.
Yes,
You know?
yes. As
Yeah.
far as coffee flavor, I'd go with Alan.
Yeah. In
I
fact,
don't know. Maybe not as bad as Kahlua, but
Yeah, I actually think, and we can agree to disagree, but I thought that Kahlua tasted less like coffee than Mr. Boston did.
yeah.
But
I mean, I think the Mr. Boston, it tasted like cheap liquor. All right.
well, thank you guys for allowing us in here to do this
Thank you,
taste
Jen.
test.
Cheers.
To coffee brandy, whatever form you want to drink it in. It's a champagne of Maine.
Cheers.
Cheers.
cheers.